Okay. So we're here on the overworld again. Post credits. And things are kind of stuttery and laggy on my computer. I'll just hope for the best that it'll be fine. I'm sick of re-recording this. So basically there's a few places we want to go. There's a big building over there. We'll go there in a second, but there's somewhere else we need to go first. We want to go over this way.
So now you know. Maybe you think I'm insane, or maybe you understand. You were my only chance. I hoped it would change you. I think it did. It doesn't really matter. What does matter is what you are going to do.
So now we can kind of see the whole angle of the voice. And there was some hints leading up to this, but basically he actually was one of the guardians. Or if not a guardian, he was the one that built the prison with the guardians. And because the game's kind of cryptic, not everything's explained, but basically he couldn't leave the prison. Whether it was like an obligation to help and keep the stranger there, or if it was, you know, just like his own, like for whatever reason he couldn't leave. But basically the only way to leave was to kill the guardians, and he couldn't outsmart his own work. And so basically the only way that he could return back to this planet to see his daughter again was to kill the guardians, and the only way that he could, you know, not have their blood on his hands was to release me and let me do it. To let the stranger do it. But the real question is, why is it so dangerous? And we'll answer some things in a second. A lot of the answers will be revealed as we get into that building. And for this part, it's going to be some cutscenes, so I'll just kind of let the game explain itself from here.
Acquiring rider. Resuming flight plan. Welcome back, Ryder. Let's see your report on your target planet. Uploading planet report. Results inconclusive. Proceed with manual confirmation. Confirm planet assimilation.
Alright, so this is our last big choice we have to make. Do we confirm the planet assimilation or cancel invasion attack mothership? Now this choice here will get you one of two endings. And the important thing to note about this, because I'm going to show both endings here, the ending where you choose to cancel is like a locked ending that completes your file and starts you on a new playthrough. Whereas if you confirm, you get that ending, and then it keeps you kind of at this point in the game, so you can redo and see the other ending. So that's the one we're gonna do first, is confirm, and then we'll see the other ending.
Planet assimilation confirmed. Launching invasion protocol. Activating troops. Troops deployment in 3, 2, 1. Assimilation.
So there we have the first ending, the invasion ending. Oh my goodness, this cutscene hits so hard. Especially just like the voice like holding his daughter close and then just seeing like hellfire run from the sky. All the death and destruction. It's oh man, this is a very sad ending. But as I mentioned, this is only one of two endings, so if we push A, you'll see it takes us back to the main menu.
We all have choices to make. We all have to decide what's worth fighting for.
So now if we continue, it takes us back here to where the cutscene is. And so now that, since we've seen this cutscene now, I'll just be talking during the cutscene, it's fine. But yeah, basically this is where we finally learn like who the stranger is, what his purpose is. And just the way this cutscene right here is done is so perfect. The music and everything, and just the slow like build up is so dang exciting. But we've got this ship here, and it's full of all these clones, or these riders as they're called. So it turns out that the stranger was one of these riders. His whole job was to go scout out this planet and see if it was fit for basically taking the resources and then destroying the planet, you know, for the sake of all of like the mothership and all that. And so that's why the Guardians had the rider locked up. How much they know about all this is uncertain, but they know that he is something destructive. Their whole thing was that this rider is immortal. They can't kill him, but they could at least keep him locked up and keep him from returning to the mothership, reporting, and then, you know, invading the planet. Right here in this shot, we can see like the other clones and everything as he's flying in towards the base. And the music just, it goes hard right here. Oh, the music is so good during this scene. And so basically this is like the final ounce of like the context for the game's story. And this blue thing right here that's kind of like the main controller of everything is known as the Star. So once again, another character with a title. But the Star is basically the one in control of this whole mothership and the one that gives the orders to all of the riders.
Welcome back, Ryder. Let's see your report on your target planet. Uploading planet report. Results inconclusive. Proceed with manual confirmation.
And so now here we are, like,
Confirm planet assimilation.
back at this choice. If we select confirm, then that's the ending, we invade. But the other ending is to cancel invasion. And let's see what happens in that case.
Warning, Ryder. Deactivate your firearms. Ryder malfunction. Activating security systems. Proceed with utilization.
And now we get one more fight. So there's a lot to talk about here with this fight, and yet it will be kind of hard to explain because this fight is extremely crazy. But, yeah, so here in this fight, things are a little different. The entire fight kind of takes place from, like, this behind-the-back perspective. And there's no, like, sword play or anything like that. It's purely shooting. And if we charge the special, we get this big laser blast attack.
What happened during your last mission? I can't let it happen again.
Oof. Oh, shoot. Oh, man. And it's kind of tricky to dodge things. Basically, the way you handle during this fight is completely different. Oh, shoot. I'm gonna die.
Ryder, we have always been here for you. Why all this?
Yeah, the way you handle during this fight is, like, very different. And personally, it's one of the things I don't like. I don't quite like this final boss because the rest of the game feels so good. Oh, shoot.
Your mission was critical. Our survival depended on it.
But yeah, basically, like, this ending is we turn on the mothership and we say, screw y'all, and we decide to protect the planet. So the game kind of gives you this final moral choice.
What will you gain by fighting us? You think they will welcome you? They will have no idea of what you did. They don't even know we exist.
Now this spot right here is kind of a safe spot, so to speak. If you stand here for this first wave of attacks,
For them, you will remain a stranger.
you
A
can't
danger.
really get hit. So this is basically, you want to be right here. And it's also a good idea to not really charge up your laser, but just kind of keep using it, because the initial burst of the attack... The initial burst of the attack does more damage. Also up here, this isn't really a safe spot, you can still get hurt from here. But it is a place where you can shoot both of the hands if you're careful. I'm not good at doing that, so I'm gonna come back down here.
A rider cannot put his interest before ours.
Yeah, there's just a lot to talk about with this boss fight, but I can't because it's so hard and it requires my attention. So I'll kind of be maybe just a tiny bit hands off.
You left a conqueror.
Oh shoot, I'm gonna die. I don't want to die, I'm so close. Okay, so this is the last phase now.
Will you destroy us to save this world that is not yours?
And at this point, yeah, this is the desperation move.
In you, Ryder.
This is the desperation move, so there's not really a lot we can do except dodge here. We have no way of hurting the star. But this part is really cool because as we're doing this segment, the music that plays is the music during that last cutscene, which, as you may recall, I was gushing over. So it just makes this section really intense. Also, if you can, try and shoot these little pink balls, because if you don't, they'll explode into a bunch of tiny ones, and then they just become a pain to have to shoot or dodge or whatever. Now we move on to the next phase. Basically, we gotta dodge these shots while also dodging the waves. And the invincibility from your dash is absolutely key to getting around all this. This requires a lot of effort. Now we got this here with the laser. This is like the hardest part for me because for some reason I just really have a hard time with this laser. I'm doing it right now, which is cool. But I just know from several failed runs that this can all go bad in an instant. Plus the... I did it! Alright. I'm sitting here talking about how hard this is, but I'm actually doing a really good job. I've only gotten hit once. So yeah, this is kind of the final thing right here. This big last wave of attacks. It's about to get worse in a second. Despite the fact that I'm like doing this and not getting hit, yeah, now the waves come in. If you kind of like lose your focus for even a second, it can all just turn so bad, because all these things like deal a lot of damage too. Oh shoot! Oh no 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 no! Okay, oh no no no! I'm there, and now I can shoot, and that's it. I did it.
You might have saved them this time, but who will protect them next time? That's the worst delusion. Believing you can have a lasting impact.
I never liked how the music cuts out right there. It just kind of kills the mood. Like, it's such a hype ending, and then just... But anyways, that's the other ending to the game, the rebellion ending. And as always in games where boss fights are the most important thing, you want the ending that gives you the extra boss fight, right? But yeah, basically on that ending, you decide to turn on the star. You destroy the star, the whole base, all those clones, all those riders with them, and basically you save this planet. And so that's basically Furi. We'll get to the last ending, and then I'll do some kind of like final thoughts on the game. But it is really cool how you're given that sort of moral choice right there. And so now I'll go back and...
The jailer is the key. Kill him, and you'll be free.
So yeah, this is like the start of the game again. That's the end of the file. And after you beat the game, you have that little thing at the bottom that kind of like keeps track of your stats. You'll notice for me so far, I still have not yet beaten the game on Furi or difficulty. Who knows? Maybe that'll happen someday on the channel, or I might just do it on my own time. But either way, yeah, we'll cut to the final ending.
What a wise decision you've made. We're not so different after all. There is kindness in you. My people will thrive. I will be their hero. You will be taken care of. Our garden will blossom. I will give you more each and every day. I will be yours. Let's rejoice.